To be a writer, you must do two things: read a lot and write a lot. This is a quote that Stephen King is famous for saying, and for it in the On Writing section of On Writing. He claims to be a slow reader. I am definitely a slow reader, and to be honest, I haven't finished a book in 2022. And I haven't finished this one either. But I have picked up a lot of books, and I've read a lot. I don't count it if I don't finish the book, and I think I'm going to be kinder with myself and just let myself know that as long as I am reading, it doesn't matter if I finish the book or not. It's not about the number of books I have finished reading. It is about the fact that I continue to engross myself in stories. And you'll notice that a lot of times I analyze the stories that I am looking at. And maybe one day I'll sit down and analyze why nothing has kept my attention through the mid-build this year. In chapter 2 of the On Writing section, Stephen King talks about a very famous story from James Joyce that I've heard before, which is that he was talking to a friend, and the friend said, "What's wrong?" And he said, "Is it writing?" "Yes, of course it is. It's always writing." "So what is it? How many words did you write today?" And he says, "I wrote 7. This is great. That's amazing for you. You know, like 7 is a lot of words for you. He said, "Yeah, but I don't know what order they go in." And so, you know, when it says what does it mean to write a lot, that is subjective. In here, he says I like to get 10 pages a day, days down, which amounts to about 2,000 words. That's 180 words over a 3-month span, a goodish length for a book. 180 words is a very, very long book, well, at least for a YA author. I generally don't like my books to be longer than 80,000 words in the fantasy YA genre. I suppose if you're an adult fantasy writer like Stephen King, 180,000 words is maybe a little more. So if we're going for 80,000 words, then if you write 2,000 words a day, you've got a book in a month, and that's NaNoWriMo accomplished. I also heard an interview with Stephen King where he was talking to George R. R. Martin. He says he likes to write 6 pages a day. So I don't know if that means that when he wrote On Writing, he was writing more, now he's writing less, or what that means. Or maybe he's found that writing 6 pages is enough. He says you've got a novel in 2 months, so maybe he's redefined the length of a novel as well after that. So if I'm gonna write like Stephen King, I'm gonna read a little bit, which I have, and so that was a lot for me, reading. That was a lot of reading, because I haven't read in a couple of days, so that was a lot of reading, and now I'm going to do a lot of writing. Now, whenever I'm writing a scene where I know my character has to do something, I tend to want them to do it. Just do the thing. Because I know they're going to do it. And when I'm reading a book, I know they're going to do it. But what I'm trying to do with this novel is I'm trying to create suspense, and there is something to be said about keeping my character from doing the thing that I know they need to do, that the reader knows they need to do, and hopefully that'll keep the reader reading on and wanting them to do it. Generally, when I read and I know that's happening, it frustrates me and I skip ahead. I'm horrible for skipping ahead. But I'm learning that there is joy in the suspense, and pushing through it and rushing through it isn't necessarily a good thing. Alright, that is 3 pages today, and I am zonked. I might take a little bit break and come back to it and see if I can get 6 more done. But I am loving this. I am really, really loving writing like this. Let me know how your writing is going in the comments, and if you want to see that video on how I wrote like David Lynch, check it out here.